Social update UG. Museveni to declare wearing of masks as no longer mandatory. President Museveni is set to declare that wearing of face masks in public places as a measure to control the spread of COVID is no longer necessary. A news house has confirmed. State House on Wednesday announced that President Museveni will on Friday address the nation on issues pertaining to health. The President, Press Unit PPU, wishes to inform the general public that His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda and Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, retired General Yoweri Museveni, will on December 2nd, 2022 at 8 p.m. address the nation on health matters. The address will be live on all radio and TV stations. The Senior Presidential Press Secretary, Sando Walusimbi, said in a statement on Wednesday, this website has, this publication has, learned that the President earlier this week met the task force on COVID-19 to receive a brief of the status of the disease in the country. It is from the brief that he will address the nation on Friday, and among issues to be addressed is declaration of face masks as being no longer mandatory in public spheres. The COVID task force advised the President that wearing of masks should no longer be mandatory and that testing of COVID should only be for those who intend to travel or were required specifically. The President will address the nation on these issues. The source said that testing will no longer be mandatory except for travel to countries where it's required. However, when contacted for a comment on the matter, Dr. Monica Musenero, the head of the National COVID Task Force, said she is not aware of anything in that line. On the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, our government directed the mandatory wearing of face masks, especially in public places, as one of the ways to help control the spread of the virus. Government consequently issued a statutory instrument in regards to the compulsory wearing of face masks. Every person shall at all times while outside his or her place of residence wear a facial mask. The instrument issued by Dr. Ruth Acheng, the health minister, read. However, while easing the lockdown in May 2020, President Museveni announced compulsory wearing of masks by all those who step out of their homes. They are going to make it mandatory for everyone who is not in his or her house to wear a cloth face mask covering all the time the mouth and the nose, Museveni said. The President also pegged the reopening of public transport and allowing of functions bringing together more than one person to wearing of face masks at all times. However, as the COVID cases reduced and the number of people vaccinated against the virus went up, the government relaxed the requirement of mandatory mask wearing. The health minister, Dr. Jane Ruth Acheng, in April, said fully vaccinated individuals would not be required to wear face masks when they are outdoors, when there are no crowds. Whereas in many public places, masks, proof of vaccination and COVID test results are no longer mandatory. For functions where President Museveni is expected to attend, COVID testing and wearing of face masks are still mandatory. Visitors to State House are also required to present proof of COVID testing. Museveni has, among others, been consistent on wearing of face masks even when he travels abroad. For example, a photo from the just concluded 26th Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, CHOGM, in Kigali, Rwanda in June, that made rounds on social media. The Ugandan leader was shown as the only one with a face mask, and others were minded about the mask. And others never minded about the mask. Tekifaananyi mu CHOGM ali Rwanda kyalaganga Museveni ye muntu yekka ayambadde mask ng'era abalabona teri muntu agyambadde. However, of late, Museveni seems to also have relaxed his stance on mandatory wearing of the mask. For example, while on the 3-state visit to Southeast Asian country Vietnam, Museveni was seen in a rare occasion without a mask in his face. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button. Peace.